got a good one in store. As it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Turn his TV off, 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 turn his TV off. Ain't no other king in his rap thing and siblings. Nothing for my children. They disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag and getting thrown like those pads.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, look at the juke. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. They're on 32-yard on the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Open man is Chase, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Saints' 31-yard line.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Oh, you got to hold on to the rock, JC.
That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He completes it to Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are on the board first here this
Welcome to the new year, Mike.
after right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints nothing.
Struggle for them niggas. It's a good first drive, Mike and JC. Good first motherfucking time. Hey, bro, I don't want that nigga to get his money up, dog. He don't need to be making 50 mil. That 38, 39, where he at, he good, dog. He don't need no more than that 40 he getting.
And able to take it past the 25 and to the 28-yard line.
He don't need no more than that 40 that he getting, dog. We good.
Looking to put a drive together.
He looked out for the team with his contract. Took a nice little team-friendly deal.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing quickly there. It's incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. And it's 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Up the middle they go. Boom. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here is 3rd
Stop.
and 4.
Then wiggle with it.
19 tight. 19. 19. 18.
Operating from the gun. Kimball. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Come on. Got me lying.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Saints are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. The always tough NFL.
Oh, that's a good strip. Get the ball. Come on. All these niggas on the fucking ground and we don't pick that shit up. Hey, fucking stop playing with me, dog.
Back to throw. Kimball. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Again, that's the set.
Fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Kimball. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down. It's 28.
Play inside and somehow got beat inside.
Cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one,
That's a nice little play right there, dog.
if they're not going to stop you, keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 5.
That boy Ellis. Yes, sir.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but could make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown.
What up, Chad? What up, Chad? Who in here beside my dog Charles, bro?
And put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games...
The running back never left the pocket, bro.
But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Over the middle to Evans.
Switch the ball in his hands, dog.
36-yard line taken down there after getting 8 yards. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Let's go now.
Here's Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First down, Buccaneers.
Cougar 19, go.
And they'll try to run the option here. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, but nice game.
I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he backs it around, and it falls down incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. And you look at the Saints defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They got to be consistent.
It's 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially if it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything.
That's why we got these DTs, dog. We got a division that love to run the football.
Both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played. Figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's why we got these DTs, boy. We got a division that love to run.
On that one, not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
79 Broncos.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans.
Were you fucking goddamn
as they've got it with a
fucking Kimball? We had to get these DTs, bro. Run defense was terrible the last couple years, man. Especially against Pac and goddamn Kimball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is going to
That was a badass escape,
He
man.
needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Good hit, boy.
Not a whole lot of room right there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and getting their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
19 Lions.
Operating from the gun. Kimball. There's Chris Olave. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time for number 12. He'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
19-18. 7 Pirates. 7.
Back to throw. Kimball. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Ball still moving. And he's going to be
He broke that first tackle for it.
inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Come on. 18 Rebel. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Kimball. The pass caught by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full.
I didn't even run with him.
It's
good.
play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Come 19. Come 19.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Good fucking play, Bray.
The Bucs will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They go play action. Daniels going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30.
That's why you gonna get your money, white boy. That's why you gonna get your motherfucking bread.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Great throw, JD5.
Extra point right
Great throw, JD5.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Saints 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a pick!
Complete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there. and it winds up incomplete.
The Saints on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Bronco ladies. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Returnable here from the 38.
Oh, yeah, he going to the house. Let's go, Cobb.
He goes right side.
You going to the crib with it, baby.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Call that a 59-yard punt return. And the Buccaneers are able to stretch out their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker
Oh, I ran into my own dude.
as opposed to 21-3.
I ran fucking right into him, dog.
Discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I discourage what clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
19 tight. 19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Roll, roll, roll.
Up the middle they go. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. His good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Come on, come on.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those
Man, I forgot he had Rudy Gay.
when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Back to 60. Ready?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And now the ball's out.
Boy, what kind of fumble was that?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To the air goes Daniels. Quick throw, fighting Mike Evans. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. That is caught. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And that is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Second and 10.
19 tight. 19 ready. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Kimball. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And oh my goodness, he loses.
Oh my God, bro! How many fumbles we gonna fucking miss?
But remember, they cannot advance in here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this
That's the 3rd fucking time, nigga.
to the spot of the fumble. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
3rd fucking time, bruh. Niggas right on top of a fumble and don't recover it.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Kimball. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Go. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw again.
Fucking hit, Bray.
What a surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense for forcing that incompletion?
So the defense are able to force their 1st turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels. He finds his man complete. That's Williamson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
He's the epitome of what we call the groove tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
I didn't see him, dog. I was so busy looking at fucking Mike Evans. Man, I was too busy looking at Mike Evans, bro.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Ready? Come on.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And
damn, that nigga fucking took Chase, bruh. Because Chase cooked that nigga at the line, dog. If he didn't run with Chase, ooh, boy, that was going to be a touchdown. He ain't go wrong with it.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down on all of us. On my people now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. To their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 4.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Kimball. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
We definitely hit the wrong button, but hey, that sounds like a user problem, not my problem.
It comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass.
Oh, that's a fucking pick.
People miss downfield. They got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now on fourth down, honors the punt team sending this one away. Bust through the tackle. They'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Good.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite their lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
I hate this game.
Find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Who just allowed this nigga to walk in like that?
And they will finally get him down.
What was that?
Away to the 36-yard line.
Who was that?
Pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Cowboy 80. Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Boom. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And it's called in by
It's like the momentum made me get away from it.
and they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bridges. And just a couple yards there down to 17. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Warrior step. Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Kimball. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30.
That boy just got paid. Earn that motherfucking money, Chris.
Right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did.
God damn, this nigga Ruben Bain is fucking shit up, bruh.
We saw his quarterback seek him out and offer personal thank you.
This nigga Ruben Bain is a goddamn monster, dog.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And then we've got a 34.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
This nigga is fucking demon time out there, bruh.
Let's go. 60 Bison.
From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21.
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga is on some demon shit, bro.
Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He completes it to Evans. Give him a gain of 5 for the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Play action, now it's Daniels. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So I like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Get it. 60 Eagles.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
the kicker on
A
fourth.
great effort there. 39 yards. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead.
Buccaneers 31.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to play...
That boy D-Law, bruh. We so happy to have you, big bruh.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Operating from the gun, Kendall. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
I don't like how everybody follows routes on
The
that.
catch and run.
That's good for a Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard
18
line.
Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the
I think the last 2
39-yard
plays
line.
really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how it can hurt you. That one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Now second and 10.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, second and 10.
Motion.
Operating from the gun, Kimball. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good look at the end of that route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Kimball.
That's a tough catch, AR.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Good play, Ellis. That's why you the premier will linebacker in the motherfucking league, dog. Ain't nobody seeing you, bruh. And they can argue with their motherfucking mothers on that. Ain't nobody seeing you at the will linebacker spot. At the will linebacker spot, dog. You LB1.
They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
You LB1. Good fucking pick, PS2.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Looking deep here for Chase.
Oh, yeah, he cooked him.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And here's a handoff out of the gun. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
19 Tiger.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this.
I ain't gonna lie to you, O-line. Y'all been doing all right today, dog.
Sports.
Y'all been doing all right today.
On the set.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
You had a couple bad plays.
Flag. Ready.
Can't win every time. That's expected.
Back to the ground.
But overall wise, y'all done had a good game out there, bro.
That's a gain of 4.
Ready.
The Bucks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. That's caught. And the Bucks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Normally, you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've done it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Ready.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Liking. Hey, sit. Back up. Ready.
He's going to flip that up to the flat. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Good way to open the season. 3 straight dubs, 2 of them on the road.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go. 68. 79.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Off the play fake. Kimball. Buccaneers pressure too much. Down he goes. Calling a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I don't understand how I'm in the cover 2 and all these niggas are so far back, bro.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completion.
Give me those.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
That's that man. That's why we gonna pay you, dog. That's why we fucking paid you, dog.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there just from taking all the way back to the score.
Nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions.
That's why we fucking paid you, dog.
From snap 1.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Okay, ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Kimball. Now be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Come on. Set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Warriors 70. Shut up. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints get a small... of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. Something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd and 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Up the middle they go. Teague. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
On 1st down, Teague. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he stopped immediately there. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The offense on third down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
GG's, bruh. GG's.